What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the vlog and welcome to a crazy freaking busy week. Work has been nuts. We've got a client moving into a new custom home on Saturday and we are on the scramble to get that wrapped up. So it's been work all day, straight to the project house to try and wrap up a few things, get it cleaned, home to have dinner, running around like crazy. And with all of that, we have decided to say bon voyage to the new GT3. And it has nothing to do with the car itself. As I've told you guys, I love the car. I think it's absolutely freaking amazing. It is solely to do with the experience I have had with the dealership, and it has been absolutely atrocious. It started about a week before I picked the car up. I didn't share any of it on the last videos because I didn't see a need to, and I thought I was done with their shenanigans. Not the case. It carried on afterwards up to the point where I said, I'm fed up. They've absolutely ruined the experience for me. They have completely turned me off of the Porsche name, and I don't know. I might get over it down the road and buy another new Porsche, but for right now, I don't want one, and it's a shame because it's an absolutely amazing car. And the sales rep and his manager were fantastic through the whole process. Everything about them, they were fantastic. It is solely the owners of the dealership and upper management, and I'm assuming it all stems from the owners based on and what I was told. Just some shady, unethical stuff going on there. So, with that said, I have a new toy on the way, and it is due here shortly. So I figured I'd pop the Porsche out of the garage one last time, take it for a cruise around the block, get a last few videos and pictures of it before it goes away. And you guys are gonna have to let me know what you think about its replacement. Totally different type of car. Yeah, you guys will just have to let me know. I already have some plans for the new car. Probably won't do anything major to it until next fall. That way I've got it for all spring and summer to enjoy. But I think next fall we might have to do some pretty fun stuff to it. But it's a shame. I was so excited about this car. It's been a dream car, and you know what? Sometimes I'm petty, and this is one of those times where I am being petty. I hope that me selling this car basically a month after I bought it gets that dealership in trouble with Porsche North America. Porsche North America frowns on dealers selling to people who resell limited production cars in short order. So I hope it makes it back to the dealership, and I hope there's some sort of consequence for the owner's actions. It's sad. Just because dealerships get to pretty much dictate everything in this current market in 2022 with no inventory, it doesn't mean they should treat people like garbage, and it doesn't mean that they should do unethical stuff. You can still make your money and have a very happy client, and everybody wins. All right, enough whining and crying about the dealership experience. Back to car stuff. You guys, yeah, when you see the new one, let me know what you guys think I should do to it. And I know a lot of you are gonna say it's a downgrade, because in some aspects it is, and in other aspects it isn't. I've had one of these before, just not this generation, and I absolutely loved it. It's probably one of my favorite cars, and I'm thinking this one should be as well. And here's the crazy thing, and let me know in the comments below, have any of you guys purchased cars that you've never seen in person or driven? Like, I have not driven this generation or model, or this generation of the model car that's coming. I've driven the older ones, haven't seen this one in person, and it's already paid for. Transaction's done, so they're gonna drop the car off with me, and they're gonna come and pick this up, load this thing up on the truck, and away it goes. So no matter what, if I don't like the way it drives, it's mine anyways. So yeah, let me know. Do you guys do stuff like that? Buy sight unseen, or even worse, buying cars you've actually never driven before? Yeah, let me know. I have a feeling I'm a goofball for it, but I found a good deal on it, and they gave me a good number on trade-in for the Porsche, so the deal made sense. They have been on the flip side of the Porsche deal. This dealership has been unbelievable to work with from start to finish on this. I haven't had to so much as pick up a phone yet We did it all in emails over the course of a day and a half and a couple text messages today, and that's it, ready to go. It's that's how transactions should be. I'm gonna pick back up with you guys when the new car gets here. Unfortunately, it's gonna be dark. We were hoping to get it done earlier, but you know, schedules don't line up all the time. So I'm gonna go sit inside where it's warm while I wait for this thing, and I can't wait for spring to get here so we can go do some shenanigans together with these cars. So I'll catch you guys a little bit later. All right, well, as you're already gonna see it, daylight out. By the time the new car got here, it was pitch black outside, and there was no way of shooting video. I tried. I don't have lights and all that fun jazz. I just have a camera, and what it shoots, it shoots. So now it's morning. The new car's here, it's in the driveway. I think the girlfriend's car needs a wash today. It's filthy. Hard not to be. The roads have been absolutely horrible with all the snow and the melt. So without further ado, I'm gonna introduce you to the GT3's replacement. It's a V10, it's all-wheel drive, and it's German. Yep, back to the R8 world. I have been wanting this style R8 pretty much since they came out. I'd actually never driven one until I put this one in the garage, which is kind of crazy. We got a 2018, it's a V10 Plus. It has literally the world's worst wheels I have ever seen, so those have got to go. Let me know what kind of wheels you guys think I should put on it. I'm thinking bronze, almost the same color the GT3 had. I think it looked great with this color. Got the carbon ceramics on it. It's got the carbon front. I don't know, it's probably not going to show. Nah, it's too dark on this side of the car, but we've got the carbon front lip. This side shows a little better. Of course, you've got the carbon side blades on it. You've got the carbon wing. Carbon diffuser. It feels like it's 10 degrees outside, so hopefully our all-wheel drive gets us a little bit better traction than the Porsche did. And what's nice is since this is already broken in, I get to just beat the hell out of it. We've got the diamond stitched interior, which I know, crazy and probably petty, but I would not buy one that didn't have the diamond stitched interior. It was one of those must-have options for me because the headliner looks so awesome. You know, the interior's got all the carbon trim. It's pretty clean. So let me know in the comments below, did I mess up by getting rid of the Porsche and trade for this? I'm actually gonna jump in and we'll take you for the first drive. I don't know how to use anything in it. Like I said, never even drove one until it got here. And I just had to learn by the owner's manual how to start the stupid thing because something must be going wrong with either the key fob or the battery in the car. Because you go to hit the start button, it says, place key in designated location, read manual. So you gotta hold it on the side of the steering column to get it to start. So I gotta figure out what's up with that. But first drive, and we're gonna go take it and turn it into a non-fish bowl. I'm gonna get some tints on it this morning. Those wheels, gotta go. Who gets literally every option the car could possibly have except for the 20-inch wheels? I don't understand that. It's just goofy. I can't believe the brakes actually fit in there. All right, enough rambling on. Let's go drive this thing. It sounds awesome. All right, we're off for our first drive. I forgot to hit the record button in the driveway, so we're like a block away in the subdivision, and we're heading out. One thing is already funky with this, and it doesn't really bother me. I'm so used to having an infotainment. Sorry, I had to. There was nobody in front of me, and I just pulled out. So back to what I was saying, this thing's kind of funky. No infotainment center whatsoever, which is definitely gonna take some getting used to. All of your info is right in front of you, and clear. No gauges blocked by the wheel, which was something funky with the Porsche. You couldn't see half the gauges. And by the way, this thing is fully warmed up. I wouldn't be waylaying on it like that if I didn't already let it warm up. I let it run at the house for like 10 minutes before we left. I've got this thing in dynamic mode, And for dynamic mode, it's actually not like rattling my teeth out. So let's switch it, because you've got this little wheel right here that lets you flip through. So you got dynamic, individual, comfort, and auto, and they all pop up there with what you got. So we're gonna go to comfort mode, and I'm trying to think this through on how to get to the tint shop without going down pothole-riddled roads, because right now our roads are awful out here in the country, and main roads takes us all the way out of the way. So whatever. So, yeah, first drive. It should be faster than the Porsche. I mean, it's 600 and ooh, this is sad. I should know this. It's either 602 or 604. I think it's 602. So about 100 horsepower more than the Porsche. And it's got an awesome sound. I love that V10 sound. And I actually forgot that you can do just this cool little button here. Turn sport exhaust on. Just like the Porsche had, we had to go to like that infotainment center. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of it. How do you like the interior compared to the Porsche? I mean, you guys, nice little diamond stitch. And if you haven't seen the Porsche, go back, check out a couple of my last videos, and you'll see the car that I'm referencing. I'll catch up with you guys when we get to the tint shop, so I can actually pay attention to the road and driving. Yeah, goodbye. All right, I can't resist. One more. Yeah, she sounds good. I cannot wait for dry roads to be able to hit these roundabouts. Well, dry, I guess they are dry, but warm, salt-free roads would be fantastic for these roundabouts. Because there's like 4 of them in a row. There's a big gap between that one and the next one. But they're kind of fun when it is nice outside. This one here, you can kind of bomb into pretty hard when there's no traffic. Get yourself a nice little side G-force there and roll through. And this thing in the dynamic mode has got some pretty nice downshifts. And on like heavy XL and you let off, even from the factory, it's got some decent pops. And how about where you guys live? Do you have roundabouts? If you do people know how to use them? Because here, I feel like a lot of people struggle knowing how to enter and exit roundabouts. You get a lot of people who just stop while they're in the roundabout, and that is frustrating. When people stop in the roundabout to let somebody in, that is not how they work. But yeah, some city engineer got the bright idea to put 4 of these pretty much right in a row, and it's interesting, very interesting. And I feel like every car person in the world knows that when there's a bridge, then you got to do bridge-like stuff. How about you? If you've got a car with loud exhaust, you got to get on it under every bridge. We're almost to the tint place. Had to make a pit stop at a job site when we're going to drop this off, and then we are actually headed back to the job site to do some work over there before we get to go on about our day. So I'll catch up with you in a minute at the tint shop. I know I said it before, but I'm saying it again. We'll see you there. We're at Fade to Black here in Crown Point. My main man Z over here, looking pretty.
Pretty tired.
Pretty fly. What's up, bro?
Homie?
How are you? Good.
Good, how about you?
And the boss lady always following me around, yelling at me about stuff.
I'll be buying cars.
It is so cold out. I know it's like every video I'm complaining about the cold, but right now it is cold. We're in the truck. It's 22 degrees. Boss lady, we're finally eating some breakfast on the run. Cheerios. Some dry cereal. My poor truck, we got 7,000 miles on this thing. And now it's like, it feels like the torque converter clutch is like locking and unlocking, like as I'm driving, and it's only on part throttle. Well, part throttle, 30 miles an hour, it's like boom, 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 boom. I feel like I'm at a rave in here. Like, boom, boom, boom. So, got to get that to the shop, apparently. So we are headed to a job site, get some work done, and call the GMC dealership and see when I can get this dropped off to get it fixed. So, all right, last stop of the day before we go home to shower and get ready for birthday party. So one last thing to show you guys today. Construction site number 2. So just got done washing. We just washed that. She looks much better. So I'm gonna make a quick tour on this house, see how things are going. And I know I said I wouldn't bore you guys with construction details on this channel, which I won't. I'm just gonna jump in here real quick and make sure we are all set for Monday, for our work. Make sure we're all set for Monday and make sure everything's set up for our contractors. And on that note, we're gonna catch you guys in the next vlog, because from here I've got to go home, shower, dressed, ready, get to a party, and I'm sorry, but you guys can't come with us. Catch you on the next one. Goodbye.